In the beginning, there was nothing. No time, no space, no matter, not even emptiness as we understand it today. Then, about 13.8 billion years ago, the Big Bang occurred. It wasn't an explosion in space, it was an explosion of space itself. In a fraction of a second, the universe expanded tremendously in what is known as cosmic inflation, and the laws of physics began to take shape. Elementary particles appeared, then protons and neutrons. And within just minutes, the first atomic nuclei formed, mostly hydrogen and helium. About 380,000 years later, the universe cooled enough for complete atoms to form, and light was finally free to travel, what we now detect as the cosmic microwave background. Over millions of years, gravity began pulling matter together into vast clouds, giving birth to the first stars. These stars were larger and hotter than those we see today, and inside them, heavier elements formed, like carbon and oxygen, the very building blocks of life. Stars gathered into galaxies, including our own, the Milky Way, a galaxy containing hundreds of billions of stars, all orbiting its center in a delicate cosmic balance. Within one of the Milky Way's spiral arms, about 4.6 billion years ago, a cloud of gas and dust collapsed, forming our sun, and around it, the planets began to take shape. In its early days, Earth was a hostile world, extreme heat, violent volcanoes, and relentless meteor bombardment. But over time, the surface cooled, a crust formed, and then, the oceans. Within this environment, life emerged around 3.5 billion years ago, microscopic organisms, simple yet extraordinary, capable of reproduction and evolution. It took billions of years for life to evolve, from simplicity to complexity. Cells with nuclei appeared, then multicellular organisms. Around 540 million years ago, the Cambrian explosion occurred, a sudden burst of diverse life forms. Life began to conquer land. Plants emerged, followed by insects, and then vertebrates that would eventually dominate different ecosystems across the planet. Around 230 million years ago, dinosaurs appeared and dominated the Earth for a vast span of time, ruling land, sea, and air in countless forms. But 66 million years ago, everything changed. A massive asteroid struck the planet, triggering a global catastrophe, fires, darkness, and a collapse of ecosystems. This mass extinction wiped out most life, including the dinosaurs. Yet from this destruction came opportunity. Mammals, once small and hidden, began to rise. Over millions of years, they diversified and adapted. Among them, one lineage would take a unique path. Around 300,000 years ago, Homo sapiens appeared, with advanced brains capable of abstract thought, planning, and communication. Humans used tools, mastered fire, formed social structures, and began shaping their environment instead of merely adapting to it. Around 10,000 years ago, a turning point arrived, the agricultural revolution. Humans began to settle, cultivating crops and domesticating animals. Villages formed, then expanded into cities. In regions like Mesopotamia and ancient Egypt, the first civilizations emerged. Writing systems were created, laws were established, and organized societies began to flourish. Over time, powerful civilizations rose and fell: the Greeks, the Romans, the Chinese, and later, the Islamic Golden Age, a remarkable era that became a center of science, philosophy, and knowledge. Mathematics, medicine, astronomy, and philosophy advanced significantly, shaping the intellectual foundation of the modern world. Yet alongside progress, conflict and war remained constant forces, shaping borders, cultures, and history itself. In the 18th century, humanity entered a new phase, the Industrial Revolution. Machines replaced manual labor. Production increased dramatically, and society shifted from agriculture to industry. Cities grew rapidly, and technology began reshaping everyday life. The 20th century brought both devastation and innovation. 2 world wars changed the global landscape, but at the same time, extraordinary technological progress emerged. Electricity became widespread, airplanes connected continents, and computers began to process information at unprecedented speeds. In 1969, humans achieved what once seemed impossible: setting foot on the moon, marking a defining moment in human history and exploration. By the end of the 20th century, the digital revolution transformed everything. The internet connected the world, making information accessible on a global scale. Smartphones placed that power into the hands of billions, while artificial intelligence began to reshape industries and redefine possibilities. In 2020, a global pandemic brought the world to a standstill, affecting economies, healthcare systems, and daily life. Yet it also accelerated innovation, pushing humanity toward rapid digital transformation and revealing a deep capacity for resilience and adaptation. Today, in 2026, we stand at the edge of a new era. Artificial intelligence continues to evolve, space exploration is once again gaining momentum, and global challenges like climate change and energy demand urgent solutions. From tiny particles in a primitive universe to conscious beings questioning existence itself, this is not just the story of the universe, but the story of awareness.